Embracing the shadows. Since time immemorial, humans have walked the delicate dance between light and darkness. Across the ebb and flow of centuries, from the mystic rituals of ancient civilizations to the spiritual awakenings of today, this dance has always been at the heart of our personal and collective journey. We cherish the light, but the shadow, we often avoid it. Shadow work is the conscious, courageous exploration of those hidden, suppressed, or disowned parts of ourselves, the aspects that lurk in our psyche, silently guiding our thoughts, behaviours, and choices. While this journey can feel challenging, it asks us to turn toward discomfort, face buried emotions, and question long-held beliefs, promises liberation, alignment, and a richer sense of being. As a daughter of the White Witch Kerry Kulkens, I have witnessed shadow's transformative potential firsthand. It is not so much a foe to be vanquished as a guide to be befriended and an ancient guardian of our wholeness. This video will delve into the profound world of shadow work, what it is, why it matters, how it works, and how it weaves into our metaphysical practices, from tarot to psychic healing. The nature of the shadow. In the 1970s, Jungian psychology gained global recognition for introducing the concept of the shadow self, the repressed, unconscious parts of the psyche that the conscious mind deems unacceptable. We all carry a shadow. The jealous sibling, the controlling parent, the fearful wanderer, the wounded child. These lost, hidden aspects reside in the subconscious, shaping our relationships with ourselves and others. The shadow develops through upbringing and cultural conditioning. A child who is told don't cry might suppress sadness. One who hears don't be greedy may repress their ambition. In adulthood, these shadows flare up unexpectedly as irritations, self-sabotage, addictive patterns, or fear-driven choices. They drive us off course, dimming our inner light until we meet them. Shadow work, then, is the sacred invitation to witness what lives beneath our conscious awareness, to reclaim what has been cast out, to reunite these disowned parts with kindness and acceptance. The paradox is this: in embracing our darkness, we find light. In integrating shadow, we rediscover our authenticity. Why shadow work matters: healing emotional wounds. Much emotional suffering, resentment, shame, and guilt live in the shadow. These shadows often originate in childhood hurts or unmet needs. Working with them gently and compassionately helps us break free from repeating the same old patterns that fracture relationships and well-being. Cultivating self-compassion. Shadow work is not about shame or blame, it's about radical self-compassion. It says to yourself, I understand why you hid. Bringing tenderness to our darkness is a powerful act of healing. As we soothe the wounded parts, the internal critic softens and self-love grows, deepening creative and spiritual flow. The blocked energy in our shadows dims our creativity and dampens our spiritual resonance. By illuminating and releasing what's buried, we open to renewed vitality, artistic inspiration, intuition, and divine communion, enhancing relationships. Unseen shadow projections can often distort our perception of others. Heartbreak or conflict may arise from triggering each other's wounds rather than real issues. Shadow integration fosters accurate communication and empathy, resulting in deeper, more authentic connections. Leading an authentic life, shadow work guides us toward wholeness. Wholeness invites integrity. When we own all parts of ourselves, we walk in truth. We act from alignment, speak our soul's language, and magnetize our purpose with grace. The spiritual foundations of shadow work. The metaphysical legacy I carry from Kerry Kulkens reminds me that shadow exploration is deeply spiritual. Like the alchemical process of turning lead into gold, wise shadow practices help us refine our soul. Some of the spiritual truths behind this work: everything is energy, traumas and repressed emotions are energetic imprints. Shadow work is about alchemy, transmuting density into light. Wholeness is the path to transcendence. We don't transcend by abandoning human imperfections. We transcend by embracing them fully. Karma and healing. Repressed wounds echo karmic cycles. Compassionately, healing shadow patterns reverberate through our present and future lifetimes. Divine love is unconditional. The universe loves us, not only for our light, but also for our shadow. Our imperfections do not diminish our worth. In tarot, for example, many cards hold dual aspects: the dark star, the hanged man's agony and surrender, the tower's collapse before rebirth. Shadow work resonates in every major arcana lesson, offering fertile ground for integration. Stages of shadow work: a gentle path. While there are many approaches, here's a supportive framework that blends metaphysical wisdom with psychological insight, awareness, and recognition. Begin by simply noticing recurring patterns such as anger outbursts, compulsive habits, and avoidant tendencies. Meditation, journaling, dreams, and divination tools such as tarot, numerology, and astrology can all help highlight where shadows dwell. Important, this step is about curiosity, not self-judgment, honoring the shadow. Once we sense a pattern, we invite it in, give it voice through compassionate journaling, a dialogue with the part of me who, active imagination, or light trance work. Many traditions employ darkened rooms or candle gazing to represent the shadow symbolically. Integration rituals. Metaphysical tools can weave light into the dark. Tarot mirror readings with the moon or death cards. Energy healing, such as Reiki, is used to release pent-up feelings. A spell or ritual to transform old patterns, such as a release ritual performed by fire or water. Numerology to bring conscious awareness, e.g. the healing number 9. Palmistry insights around lifelines reveal past wounding and the path to renewal. Reprogramming and reparenting. Many shadow aspects stem from unmet needs in childhood. Inner child healing, writing letters of comfort, and visualizing care can bring closure. Affirmations and visualizations also reprogram limiting beliefs. Embodied transformation. Proper integration shows in daily life. Notice subtle shifts. You speak more directly. You set boundaries with less guilt. You create art freely. Watch how your energy lightens. Celebrate these wins. They affirm your journey. Shadow work in key areas of life, love and relationships. Shadow work helps untangle projections when your partner's minor irritation triggers your deep insecurity. You learn to see it as your healing opportunity. Integration fosters empathy, emotional intimacy, and mature love. Career and ambition. Fear of failure, imposter syndrome, and perfectionism, these shadows often block us from pursuing our purpose. Shadow work shines light on such fears and reconnects us with our abilities and drive to flourish. Health and well-being, chronic stress, self-sabotaging habits like overeating or social withdrawal often arise from shadow wounds. First, gently acknowledging them. My body shields when I feel unworthy. Then consciously caring for them helps restore balance. Spiritual growth shadow work is spiritual emergence. The darkest nights of the soul precede luminous awakenings. As we acknowledge our pain and shame, we deepen our soul intimacy and transcend superficial lightness. It is the path back to the sacred whole. Tools and techniques for shadow work. Here are some practical tools and ceremonial practices perfect for explorers. Journaling prompts. What emotion do I avoid feeling? What traits in others do I criticize or judge? When was the first time I felt ashamed? Tarot and oracle practices. Draw the moon card, meditate on your hidden fears, pull Death Tower or Crone, invite transformation, work with shadow decks that speak directly to your inner self. Meditation and guided imagery. Visualize meeting your shadow sitting face to face, allowing speech and presence. Use breath to send love into tight, fearful places in your body. Ritual and spell work candle magic. Write a limiting belief on paper, burn it with intention. Water ritual, release shadow energy into the water, then cleanse in a ritual bath, returning purified and healing energy. Numerology and astrology. Analyze the 12th house, astrology, or number 9 patterns associated with endings, transformation, and the unconscious. Utilize these tools to uncover hidden karmic themes and inform personal rituals. Energy healing and bodywork techniques like Reiki, Qigong, or chakra clearing directly shift trapped shadow energy. Try somatic practices such as yoga, dance, or gentle movement to help you feel and express emotions held in the body. Shadow dialogue. Work. Write a conversation between self and shadow. Seek understanding. What does the shadow want? What does it fear? How can you meet its needs? A gentle 5-step shadow practice. For those ready to begin, here's an easy yet meaningful ritual you can do in quiet. Set the sacred space light, a white or purple candle, the colors of healing and spiritual insight. Clear the space with sage or Palo Santo. Ground yourself with 3 deep breaths. Invoke protection and intention. Call upon your guides, your lineage, spirit, and angels as protectors. Say, I invite clarity, compassion, healing. Journal prompt, what I wish I could say to my younger self. Write freely without editing. Dialogue. Read what your younger self wrote. Then respond heart to heart. Offer love, acknowledgement, and a promise of protection. Release into integration. Breathe deeply, visualize golden light permeating any pain. Thank you, shadow. Close with gratitude. Completing this regularly can yield powerful results. Over time, you'll find less tension, more joy, and a stronger connection to your truth. Overcoming fears and resistance. Shadow work is not a party. At times, it feels like heavy emotional lifting. That's okay. Here are some beacons to guide you. Start small. A brief 5-minute reflection can ease you in. Seek guidance. As a psychic and energy healer, I'm always here to support you. You may choose to work with a trained therapist or a trusted spiritual mentor. Self-care at heart. Always anchor in nourishment. Baths, walks, journaling. Release. Don't obsess. It's healing, not excavation. Witness the feelings, record them, reparent, and let them go. Celebrate your courage. Shadow work is a path of alchemy. Each step forward is a victory. Integrating shadow work into daily life. Proper integration never ends. It's woven into how you walk, speak, create, and love. Consider these everyday practices. Morning check-in. What emotion am I most needing to honor today? Say it aloud. Evening reflection. When did my shadows sparkle today? Little moments that catch patterns. Trigger awareness, journal urges, stories, or emotional shifts. Investigate which part of me made me feel that way. Weekly ritual, candle-led journaling, tarot pull, reparenting letter. Every small commitment adds up. The real magic is consistency, not perfection. Real life impacts, stories from my clients. Over 5 decades of private and phone readings, I've witnessed the profound ripple effects of shadow work Emma, a Sydney-based creative director, was paralysed by the fear of self-promotion, blaming herself for every misstep. Shadow work revealed her internalised voice of unworthiness. Through compassion and ritual, Emma reconnected with her achievements. A year later, she launched her agency, her light resounding in every campaign. Jackson, Melbourne firefighter, haunted by childhood abandonment, he struggled with substance misuse. Shadow dialogue and ritual bath offerings helped him heal that wound. Today, he mentors troubled youth and offers strength without withholding. Layla, a household nanny staff member, had a deep-seated fear of being not enough that stifled her progress. In a sacred ceremony, Layla met the inner critic. Through tarot ritual, she found soothing guidance in the star card. She's now thriving in her role, confident and bold. These lives like yours shine brighter when they meet the shadow's invitation. Shadow and light in family legacy. Our family legacy mirrors the universal path. 7 generations of Kulkens witches have walked the line between mystery and revelation, ritual and mystery. Our white witch ancestors understood. One cannot call upon light without first exploring darkness. Through generations, we've passed down spells of healing, rites of shadow cleansing, and the wisdom that every little darkness carries a spark of magic. A blessing for those just beginning. If today you sense the stirrings of shadow work, know that you are braver than you feel. May you be gifted with clarity to see your hidden patterns, courage to shine a loving light into forgotten rooms, compassion for your wounded parts, strength to rise in your wholeness. Shadow and light, when woven together, yield the tapestry of your soul. The path may twist, but it leads home. In closing, without darkness, we could not see the stars. Someone wise once said, shadow work matters not because darkness is necessary. It matters because without embracing it, we cannot know our full brightness. In every piece you reclaim, you become more whole. In every piece you integrate, a deeper light is born. Thank you for stepping into this chapter's embrace. You have begun a sacred pilgrimage, a journey of alchemy that honours all aspects of your being. May you continue walking with grace, wisdom, and an open heart, knowing you are never alone in the shadows. Sarah Kulkens.